Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at VahRehVah.com. Today I am going to show you another very simple but very tasty recipe, Sukha Palak Gosht. You know, this is especially during the Ramadan times, they want to eat some food that is rich because during the entire day they fast and they want something nice and rich. So, this is going to be a little bit rich but very, very tasty. So, first it's very simple. All you need to do is add some oil in a pan and we are going to add some Shahi jeera. After that, add some peppercorns and we are going to add sliced onion. That should be good, and saute it till it is slightly colored, and just to make sure it cooks faster, add a little bit of salt and we are going to saute this. Now, once the onion is slightly colored, since I have cut it very thin, this are going to disappear once the mutton is cooked. So, just make sure you do not add any water in this, just the pieces of mutton. And here I have got with bone, but you can make this without bone and will still taste good. So, what I am trying to do is, I am just going to color the mutton a little bit. I want it to slightly roast a little bit, then we are going to add water and cook. Now, along with this I am going to add a little bit of ginger garlic paste, and these two will coat the mutton and cook it little bit till the mutton is slightly colored. That little caramelization of the mutton will give a very nice intense flavor to the dish. Now, once you slightly cook the mutton till it is slightly colored, in this we are going to add some coriander powder and chili powder. Yeah, I am going to eat it a little bit spicy. And after adding this, we are going to roast it for another 2 minutes. Then we are going to add water and I am going to pressure cook till this is nice and tender. That is when we are going to make our Sukha Palak Gosht. After you cook it for a few minutes, in this add just chopped tomato, or even just these tomatoes will disappear when it cooks with this masala. See, all this masala that is getting cooked and slightly colored, that is what will give very intense flavor to your meat. This much should be enough. I am going to put the lid on this pressure cooker and cook it at least 3-4 whistles till the meat is nice and tender. Now, the mutton is getting cooked, but now is the method what I am going to do with spinach. It is going to be a little bit rich. So, I am going to fry this spinach in the hot oil. So, you are going to just, we can't fry a lot at one time. So, we are going to just add spinach little by little and by batch, and we are going to fry it till the spinach is slightly crispy. You see all these bubbles, when they reduce, that is when you remove the spinach from here and take it into a plate. That is it. This is going to give a very intense color to the meat. So, I am going to do this with all the spinach. Now, the meat in the pressure cooker is also cooked, but I am just going to transfer in this just for you to see it. Now, I have added tomato in this, it is up to you. I love a little bit of tomato, especially when I am using spinach in some dishes. Even in the palak paneer, I love to add a little bit of tomato puree to make it nice and tasty. But now, in this I am going to add spinach, but before I add spinach, there are two things that make meat or anything very tasty, especially when you add spinach. One is with the nutmeg and the other one is chopped garlic. Usually, if I am cooking vegetarian dishes or anything other dishes, I usually fry the garlic little bit, then I add the ingredients. But if it is meat, you do not need to fry the garlic, even the raw garlic will give a very nice aroma. So, I am going to let this meat dry a little bit, because we are going to make it sukha. Sukha means dry. Now, when this is nice aroma is coming from this pepper and all the things we added, in this I am going to add crushed garlic. Just make sure the garlic is finely chopped. In this I am going to add a little bit of nutmeg also, a little bit of garam masala powder. Whenever you are making any dish with spinach, just to start off with, you add a little less salt, because spinach naturally has some salt. And now we are going to add this fried spinach into this mutton, and we are going to toss this mutton along with this spinach. and this fried spinach will give a very nice flavor to this meat. Now look at this, after just sauteing it a little bit, and there is a nice sheen in this. And also, a lot of times when we make a spinach paste, everything becomes green. Even if you use just chopped spinach, it makes green. But what this frying of spinach does is, it gives a very intense flavor, and you can see all the colors separated out. You can see green, but you can also see the nice color from the meat also. And also, now this is drying out. This becomes very, very, very tasty. Wow. All the masalas are added, and while it is slightly cooking, you can see traces of a little bit oil, and this rich kind of meats especially are fantastic during Ramadan fasting months. Dear friends, make this and you see how tasty, how different. A spinach, we must have eaten spinach and mutton many times, but this kind of thing you try and you let me know how it tastes, because this is super awesome. I'm telling you, I added a little bit of extra chili in this, and what an intense flavor. Once you mix this, either you can eat it with chapati, roti or anything, but you mix this with rice, it is so heavenly. Wow. Wow. I go gaga over such kind of intense flavor food. Wow. I'm telling you, the chopped garlic I added in the last, you just have to try this. I just made it spicy, but I'm telling you, it is worth dying for such a tasty dish. Dear friends, do not forget, VahRehVah is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at vahrehvah.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you.